Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful Thursday. A lot of people say Thursday is the new Friday. Philip, do you believe Thursday is the new Friday?
In last news today, everybody is behaving like, wow, Friday already.
Maybe because the electoral act has been signed. And the president said, you are still going to vote manually. Huh? When you vote.
But I thought
you pick it.
I thought they were harmonizing the two houses. Harmonizing the Senate and the House of
Well, the president has said to be quicker in delivery this time. So
is it that they finish the harmonization, or is that not the process of the law?
At the end of the day, we are going to get the details. What was signed.
I hope this is not the tax reform bill that was signed into law that we now have.
Two versions.
I think there was no chance for us to have that at this time. We would probably have to get the one he signed and take it from there. So let's go to Abia State. Abia State Congress has been postponed due to logistics. There was a certain...
Which Congress?
APC Congress. Yes, APC Abia State Congress has been postponed due to logistic issues. They called it logistic issues. No specifics was presented. But before that, there have been grapevine and all that, talking about Otti's movement to APC, and that they are making this adjustment simply to accommodate that if he chooses to go ahead with that defection to APC. I mean, if Otti defers to APC, it's not going to be the first. A lot of governors have done that, and it's been in the pipeline for so long. But where I want you to first of all talk about is Otti has been, let's move back a little. Let's move back. Otti was the chairman of the LP Congress at Nnewi that produced Abure. He could not go physically. He delegated his deputy governor to be there. The deputy governor was there. All other commissioners, I think almost all his commissioners were there. All other LP officials serving under him, elected under him, were all there.
Yes.
In that Nnewi's Congress. And that was the Congress they never mentioned, they never recognized. And eventually, they went ahead to appoint Nenadi out of necessity, which they presented the courts.
And Otti was still the same.
Otti still the same. That shared the committee of the necessity.
Yes.
Now, he has been with Obi in this way. Remember, after Otti won the election, the first statement he came out to say was he didn't win because of obedience. That he was meant to win, that he didn't win because of obedience. He didn't quite recognize the contribution of obedience. So, coming to where they are, till where P2B now moved to ADC. ADC is not a coalition. ADC is a party running their affairs. That's just what it is. That's why you are required to change membership and do all that. It's not a coalition. It's a party. Obi moved to ADC. Otti didn't move to ADC with him. Nenadi didn't move to ADC with him. You would wonder if P2B has moved to ADC. What are they? What is it that's residual for them in LP? Now we are getting this. If Otti ends up moving to APC, what benefit of hindsight is there for P2B?
Thank you very much. History will judge us right in this country. On this table, we have deliberated and trashed this issue vehemently, where we said that Obi should be wary of Otti. That for the body language of Otti is in bed with the ruling party. Otti is in bed with the president, and yet he comes in the open to say that he's with Peter Obi and he's loyal to Peter Obi. Yes, after he had made that statement that he won on his own, popularity, then he started, friend like fella would say friend, with a commissioner, with a minister, with Obi, and now Labour Party is not there. The same Otti conducted local government election in Abia State. No Labour Party candidate won election. A state where the Labour Party is in power. The House of Assembly are Labour Party members. The state governor is a Labour Party member. No, the local government chairman are Zenith Labour Party members. And this was all orchestrated by Otti. The same Otti went and organized Nenadi to become a necessity caretaker committee chairman of the LP and now be recognized by INEC. When we say Otti is the weaker Labour Party, people cease not to believe. And also, Otti is the wicket that is planted on Obi, Peter Obi. Peter Obi seems not to understand what we are talking about. It's becoming clearer, like you said. If eventually he becomes, he cross over to APC. Now, what happened to LP? Is LP not just like the PDP where Wike holds sway?
All right, let me come to you. If this goes through, this is not the first time anybody really close to P2B will be moving to APC. A lot of them have moved. But there was one particular one, Valentine Muzibu, who was even at the head of this town hall app.
Yes.
That I remember, he was the ICT person in charge of Obi's election and all that. He was really close to Obi. Everybody was expecting him to be LP candidate of Anambra State election, you know, to contest against Peter Soludo. But it never happened. Before then, he moved to APC and even lost in the primaries. Of course, it's rightly so, because APC people don't know him. They don't know him, rightly so. And when Ozibo was asked that time, he said he got permission of P2B, that he told P2B, you know, before moving to APC. Of course, P2B is not going to decide for you where to go. All P2B knows is to go with his followers wherever he's going. Could it be that this movement, if it goes through, that P2B also give Otti go ahead, or why not come with us?
Okay,
certainly you can't blame P2B for any movement of Otti, so get it right.
Let me start from Valentine Ozibo. Valentine Ozibo and his fellow co-travelers, I don't think they actually believed in Obi. They believed in the movement. They believed that the movement will take them to their destination. Yeah. We saw a lot of them that used that movement against the National Assembly. They were the first set of people that defected to APC. So most of them, that example, I come to you to tell you, Okafor, I will not be coming to Sudan again. That doesn't mean I have got your permission.
Exactly.
I just told you.
It doesn't mean I sent you to not come.
I didn't come to tell you, can I go or not? I am leaving.
Yeah.
So having said that, Otti, he has so much credit in the bag in Abia State. We can't take that away from him. He has so much credit in Abia. But people don't learn from history. You should look back and look at Enugu State. When Mba was in PDP, there was this noise about Mba in the southeast. Immediately Mba left. Has Mba changed? No. Is he doing what he's doing in Enugu State? Yes. But that cloud left him. There's this thing about APC in the southeast that people don't understand. Otti does not need APC to win an election in Abia State. I can take that for free. And again, we should look at it too. Him is a politician. He wants to continue his good works. There is no guarantee that Labour Party will have a candidate next election. Abu has gone to court. And there is time frame for you to join a party you want to run with. If you don't beat that time frame, you might be disenfranchised. So it is from me.
It's a misbag.
Yes.
Sincerely, everybody's saying Otti could pick any party and win in Abia based on his performance compared with his predecessors. But the truth remains that there must be any party available for you to even pick. There is a court case coming up on the 24th where ADC, Zenith Labour Party, which is the one that he used for his local government, Accord Party, and Action Alliance.
The governor of Osho said he needs to run.
Yes, Action. You understand? A lot of them are coming up for deregistration. And once a case is before the court, the judiciary are going to look at it from a broader perspective and a more specific perspective, more than you would look at it locally. If they deregister those parties, you'll be rest assured that it is probably only APC that is standing. PDP is in crisis, SDP is in crisis, LP is in crisis. Tell me, any governor that want to be on the ticket could be thinking of APC.
Well, that is where I have problem with Nigerians. If a man says you cannot breathe because I'm in charge of this environment, but he's not in charge of the air that we are breathing in, what will you say to the man? Now, we have 19 political parties in Nigeria registered. About 5 of them have been having issue in court of being challenged their existence to be disregistered or not. I agree with him. There's time frame for this election thing and all of that. Yes, but there's what we call waivers. Otti does not need to go to APC if he had not had that promulgation in his mind before now. Don't forget, Otti is a personal friend of Mr. President.
Certainly.
And has had a lot of personal discussion with Mr. President. Yes, Otti will move to APC, like he said, but with the aura of performance in Labour Party following to APC, it's a question that we need to answer another day.
Yeah.
The issue whether you must go to APC for you to get a party to run with, it shouldn't be an issue, because there are other political parties, and that is why you have to be a man. When the city president today was a member of ACN,
He wasn't on the ballot.
he fought to ensure that his party was not disturbed.
That time, the battle that the sitting president fought as a Lagos State governor was different.
No.
He was a governor under AD.
Yes.
Nobody was fighting to register AD.
No, let me take your mind back.
Yeah.
If you remember, in with the advent of this Fourth Republic,
Yeah.
the entire Southwest was
Yeah.
controlled by AD.
ADS.
In the second tenure, PDP went and
Swept
cleared
everywhere except Lagos.
Lagos is the only surviving state.
Yeah.
And that means they tactically killed the party. But the mass stood strong.
Yes.
And preserved the party.
As at that time, that's what we're saying. He wasn't going for election again.
Yeah.
So the battle is significantly different. Because let me tell you, what they are doing now, what they are doing now, Obasanjo wasn't doing it. Even in the worst state of Obasanjo, in the worst state of Obasanjo, because we just came out of the military. So everybody was careful for us not to go back. But they are not being careful now. I could remember when Adams Oshomola, the NLC president, will be doing demonstration everywhere. And Nigeria will come back 2-3 days and come back again. Now you can't even protest. You can't even do anything. So there's a lot of change. The battle is essentially different. And when the sitting president was standing, he had been done with his second tenure. Yes, I give him accolade on certain things because he was offered to be a minister under Yarada. He said no. He said no. He rejected. He stood as a civilian and remained like that. I give Asiwaju credit for that, but the battles were different. Let me hear from you.
See, for me, Otti, if he must move, there is Abga. He contested under Abga. So if it's not fear of, I don't understand this fear of people want to join APC. Abga still have a governor in the southeast. Abga is recognized in the southeast. So he should not lose his clout.
So you are saying that if Soludo could do it, Otti could have as well.
It mustn't be APC.
All right, let's look at it. It's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag for P2B, Nenadi, and Co. if Otti moves to APC. We'll be right back very shortly.